the game.
And it looks like Kassar's come off, I think number 3.
Looks like a shoulder injury. Number 3, the tight head for
It's
Alligators.
Kassar, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that scrum has went down, which means the scrum will be reformed and the referee will be looking to make sure that all the players are connecting and going into the engagement on the scrum correctly, and also to make sure that they're binding properly.
Technically, they should push forward, but one of the arts of being a prop forward is to try and get away with burrowing in, as in fact the international tight head, who's playing loose head at the moment, Border, is doing. He is boring in on the, for Sharks, he's boring in on the Alligators.
Opposite hooker.
Yep.
Yes.
It's one of the arts of the front row. You have to try and do this.
Penalty be given to Alligators.
Yeah.
Offside at the scrum. The scrum half for Sharks was offside. They've taken the option to kick for the 3 points here, Mike. Good decision, I feel. Good decision.
Very good decision. Always put the points on the board. 3 points is 3 points, and it gives your pack, especially your forwards, it gives them just that boost of confidence to know there's more points.
If the kick is unsuccessful and the ball doesn't go dead, which is over the dead ball line at the end of the pitch, Sharks can, if they wish, to play on, because it's an unsuccessful kick from a penalty attempt.
They should follow this up hard, just in the hope that it... Ooh, a very nice kick. Beautiful kick.
Nice and high.
3 points, 10 points to 7.
Well done, well
to
done.
Alligators.
Great kick. 10 points to 7 for Alligators, Mike, is that correct?
That's right. There's a lot of shouting from the Alligators team. The team itself and all those, the substitutes are all shouting orders to each other.
The number 9 for Sharks, ready to take the restart after that penalty, successful penalty.
Knock on.
Oh, referee has seen it as well. Knock on. Tried to catch
kick,
the ball.
it,
Unfortunately, his body position wasn't correct and attempted to catch the ball and proceeded to knock the ball forward. So
that was inexperience.
Good restart now. Good restart. Let's hope Sharks can go forward from here.
That was inexperience, because if he'd turned his body sideways and tried to catch it and dropped it, it would have gone backwards. But he put his body behind it and it bounced off him.
Number 10 running the ball up.
Terrible pass.
The number 13, Seychelles for Sharks, missed the pass. Again, a timing error for Sharks. Alligators have turned it over, though. They have possession.
He took his eye off the ball and looked at the man. This is a common fault. If you look at the man who's coming to tackle you.
Number 8 for Sharks making the hit.
Good ball, ruined by nonsense. Then he stopped, and now Sharks are going through again.
The referee, I believe the advantage has been called over as well from the knock-on from Alligators.
That was a very, very fine clearance by the Sharks wing, by the Alligators wing. He covered back beautifully, picked up well, and he chipped quite a difficult touch kick.
Number 13 from Sharks, seen a little bit of an infringement going on when he was going through for the ball there, but the referee was having none of it, and quite rightly so, because the referee is sole judge of anything that happens on the pitch.
Ford running well again. And what was almost a deliberate knock-on by Gators. Gators won the ball, but they'd already infringed with a knock-on. So the ball goes back to a scrum for Sharks.
Referee's doing very well for his first game, Mike.
I think he's going to be a brilliant referee.
Yes,
this
he
man.
will be. He will be.
Very promising, and he's very fit as well, which is excellent.
Yes, one of the things you said earlier, Mike, about the referee having to be fit. Believe it or not, I believe the referee does the most running about on the pitch. So yes, I agree. He definitely has to be fit. 80 minutes worth of rugby can be very tiring for one man.
A true story was I was refereeing in France after I'd stopped playing a long time ago, and I was refereeing an Argentinian team against a French team. And
Pumas?
my legs,
Is that the Pumas there, Mike?
legs gave out 20 minutes from the end, and that's when I stopped refereeing because I couldn't keep the game was so fast I couldn't keep up with it. That's
Yeah.
old age.
Eventually, when your body tells you when you can't do anymore, Mike, and that's just the way of life, unfortunately, mate. But at least you're still involved in rugby, and that's a great, fantastic thing, mate. Good tackle by Alligators. Drove Sharks back. Coming out left, number 10. Little chip kick over the top. Looked like an attempted drop kick at one point, but no, he pulled slightly short. Good tackle by Moreno McAuliffe. 16 Sharks.
But Leopold,
Alligators have turned it over. It's been charged down by Sharks. Possession again by Sharks. Number 12. It's a slow ball. It's been held up well by Alligators. Sharks need to go forward in the small. Referee will ping it, otherwise he's going to blow his whistle.
they're wrestling for it, but the trouble
The winger
is...
for Sharks is commanding well.
But he's
Jules
gone in
Crawford.
out of his position, that's the problem.
Yes. Doing the scrum half's job, unfortunately.
Now, he's still running into where the ball is going, and he's not waiting and standing back and being out where he could score. This is a good drive by Gators in defence.
Yes, they've turned
good
that ball over
defence,
well at the last
and they're
ball
still
there, Mike.
going very nicely. They've driven it back good 20 metres. Excellent. Now,
This is kicked. He's outside his 22. He has to keep it inside the pitch. He can't kick directly out, or the line out will be back where he kicked it from. In line from where he kicked the ball from. Number
his
15
felt's on
fouls
now.
on,
He can
running the
run.
ball
He
back.
can run well. And he is running well. Look
Oh,
at
he's
this.
went
He's
through
doing
3
really
tackles.
well. Going
Where's
right the
the
way
support?
through. He's going all the way. Come on,
He's been
support.
caught eventually. Excellent run there by Falzon, the fullback from Sharks.
With
Made
a little
20,
bit-
30 metres on that run.
Little bit of coaching and he could become a very good player.
Knock on there by the
Knock
centre
on.
of Sharks.
That
Unfortunately, the
it
pass was a bit low.
It was
Playing
bad
advantage.
pass.
Referee's got the advantage. The arm out for advantage for Alligators.
And they've got the ball. So the advantage was theirs, definitely. But Sharks are in there. Sharks are going for it. Oh. Wild ball. They didn't control it properly. It was wild ball.
The referee being on the other side of the ruck there, Mike, unfortunately didn't see the hands in at the
No,
ruck to
that's
scoop
right.
that ball out. One man against 30 players. It's a hard job,
Right.
but
It's
well respected as a referee.
very difficult to referee rugby, and it's more difficult now than it was under the new laws. It's more difficult now than it used to be. I think when I was a referee in the 70s, that's a long time ago, it was easier to ref.
Game was a lot slower then, Mike, than what it is now. Okay, some of the players taking some water on while there's a bit of an injury happening here. So the player has went off, I believe, and we have a substitute on. Who's the substitute, Mike? Do you see the player that went on for Alligators? No, yes, number 6 came off for Alligators. Number 6 came off. He's got a bit
So
of a
Bourget
head
came
injury there,
off.
Mike.
Bourget came off.
Did they have a player on, Mike? Do you see what number went on?
No, I haven't seen which one. We'll have to spot him.
I think he's out there on the wing, Mike. He's very clean looking. He doesn't have any mud on him yet. Nice little chip kick through from the fly half of Sharks forward. Unfortunately there, Mike, if your players in your team don't know you're going to be kicking or doing a little chip kick through, you're giving possession away when you kick the ball. So that's what looked like happened there. Gave the possession away to Alligators.
A little bit of passion there too. I think somebody was thrown down after the whistle and didn't like it. The centre for number 13 for Sharks is rather unhappy at the moment. That's Seychelles.
That's 27 minutes, I believe, Mike, went past on the clock. Score's now still 10 points to 7 for Alligators.
What is very pleasing about this game is that Sharks have improved enormously. Gators, we know, have improved this season and have done very well against the top sides. But here we have the Sharks giving them a very tough game, and they're in the B part of the league, whereas Gators are in the A part of the league. So this is very good to see.
I just looked at my watch there, Mike. It's actually 32 minutes I've went past. 32 minutes. Good possession. That's a good pass out, taken in well there by Moreno.
But the marking was there, although Moreno is a very solid player.
Yes, very good.
Hard to put down.
Very good in the tackle area. Very good in the contact. Tackler has rolled away. That's good.
Oh, what a waste.
Hands from the number 8 of Sharks, Xavier Aquilina, letting him down on this occasion. What a shame. What a shame. There was a hole there asking for him to go through.
It was the elementary mistake of watching the man who was coming to tackle you instead of watching the ball. It's an elementary mistake, but it's a very frequent mistake.
Exactly so, Mike. Sometimes you have to put the B before A, but unfortunately you still need to all the time put A before B. Catch, then pass.
Very poor pass by Beppe Samut there.
Yes, he was put under pressure from his opposite scrum half there from Sharks. And then the winger, Spaniol, the substitute that came on, has made a very good tackle. In fact, Alligators are now at least 10-15 metres further back on the pitch. So good pressure there by Sharks. And he's gave a penalty to Sharks as well. Referee Dublazine has gave a penalty to Sharks. Will they take the 3 points?
They should do.
It would be a good decision if they did there, Mike.
It'll be a silly decision if they don't. Yes, they are.
Yes, good decision, good decision. If he gets this, Mike, it'll be 10-0, which has been a fair
which is a fair
game, fair result.
Result, if it is, yes, exactly. Both sides deserve the recognition for what they've done, and 10-10 would be very, very fair.
Xavier Aquilina for number 8, taking the penalty attempt. Not successful, not successful. Unfortunate.
Now that's demoralising because that was an easy penalty. That's a very, very demoralising
yes, more or less in front of the post there, Mike. It's going to be a 22 dropout.
It'll be up to Moreno, the coach, to get his men get their heads up.
Another player has turned up for Sharks. Number 19. Samuel. Prop forward.
Oh, that was a silly one. One of the Alligators got in front of the ball at the kick, and so they've now given away
scrum down there, Mike, in the centre of the 22.
A lot of ground in their scrum, so it should come out on the Alligators, on the Sharks side. And that was a very silly, elementary mistake by the Gators.
A bit of passion, a bit of the blood running through the veins a bit quick there, Mike. That's what that is, I think, there. Eager to get possession of the ball. Good pick up by the number 8. Aquilina. Sharks going forward.
Curved run.
Ball needs to come out from the tackle.
He had the ball under one arm, so he couldn't pass. That's another bad mistake. If he'd run like that with the ball in two hands, he would have been able to pass, and there were men outside him who could have scored the try.
Number 10 for Sharks running his lines, looking for Alligators' possession at the scrum, so he's telling his winger, number 16 Moreno, to get back a little bit so that in case they kick, he can be there to actually catch the ball. Good decision by the fly half to actually communicate to his back line. That's good. Pick and go from the base of the scrum. Number 9 tackled. Alligators going forward.
Samut looks as if he's been hurt. The leg definitely, as he went down, Beppe Samut, the Gators scrum half, twisted his leg, and you could see him throw his head up in pain.
Yes,
Beppe is a very good player, but he is injury prone. He seems to get his knees or his ankles injured.
2 players down there for Sharks as well there, Mike, just at the top end of the pitch there. And looks like the number 5, De Bono, and the other second row also, which is... What's the other second row's name there, Mike? Sharks, number 4, I think it is.
Muscat and Patch.
No, for Sharks there, Mike, not Alligators.
As a party in De Bono.
Looks like maybe it's just his laces have come undone there, Mike. He's just tying his laces there. That's good. Number 5 back on his feet as well. De Bono back on his feet. Number 6 returning from Alligators, back onto the pitch. In rugby, you're allowed to do that, where if you have a blood wound, blood substitution it's called, you can return back to the pitch within a certain time frame so that you can be attended to for the injury you have and then come back onto the pitch to play into the game.
They must be able to stem the blood. That's because they suddenly decided a few years ago that blood could pass disease among the players. So a blood injury has to go off until the blood is stemmed, and then he can come back on again.
First and foremost there, Mike, I completely agree with the decision for the player to come off and the physio to have him off. The rugby is a contact sport and very, very disciplined around the contact area. Safety is paramount. The referee has sole discretion. If he feels that a player is too injured, he can actually ask him to come off the pitch for his own safety and the safety of other people. So good decision there by the number 6 to come off and be attended to by the physio for his blood substitution and then come back on when he's fit and ready to do so.
It looks like Beppe Samut, though, the Alligator scrum half, is still off the pitch. He's lying down over the far side and he's being attended to by the physio.
If Beppe Samut for the number 9 there comes off for Alligators, that'll be a big loss for Alligators. He is an outstanding player and he always goes forward, which is the principle of rugby. And forward, go forward in defence and attack. Very important.
Samut is also a playmaker, and if the Gators lose a playmaker, then they might be struggling in this match.
Going out right, number 10, being tackled at the time that he was passing the ball, so the position of the pass wasn't that good. But they're out wide on the right-hand side, near the touchline. Referee there to see what's going on. Rucking over the ball. Ball is out. Alligators have turned it over. Coming out left. Sorry, out right. Oh, it's stolen by the centre of Sharks. Read the pass well. Interception. Sharks in possession. Well read by number 13, Seychelles.
But he didn't make it. And here goes Big Andre Gallia. Has he got there? No, he hasn't.
He's just short. I believe he's about inches short there, Mike. Just inches short. The ball needs to come out left. Alligators haven't got any defence out left. Oh, they've went right. They've went right where the defence is.
They've got the red light in their minds now. They just want to score, and they're not thinking, they're just driving.
Yes, exactly right, Mike. They need to go
Here we
left.
are, you see, another drive, and it's going to be held up, but they've got all the players out here.
They have to be careful
and 2
around
players
this
to
area.
mark
Oh,
them.
no, Sharks have got advantage. Referee's seen an infringement. Penalty coming.
Or a scrum.
No. Referee is going to blow it. The ball was very slow to come out of there. Try scored.
Yes. Yeah.
Try scored.
Good try. Falson.
No, it's not. It's Salvu. It's Xavier Aquilina. Well done, number 8 for Sharks.
Well, they deserve that. They've been pressing.
Very
And
close
they must
to
be
the
coming up
half-time
to
there,
half
Mike,
time
as
now,
well.
yes. So psychologically, that's always a good time to score for any side.
Exactly on the 40 minutes, just before
Just
half-time.
before half time, because then at half time you go in knowing that you're in the lead, and the other side gets demoralised as well. It's very difficult to pick up. Rugby is a very psychological game, and that was an excellent try, an excellent timed try as far as Sharks were concerned.
Just before half-time, 40 minutes. Conversion kick attempt. Aquilina for Sharks in front of the posts. Converts it
And it's
successfully,
over.
well done. Touch judges it as behind the post, signalled a good successful kick.
That's 14-10 now to Sharks. Now this is a turn-up.
Yes.
It was done when Beppe Samut was off the field. I don't know whether they've substituted him, but it must be half-time any second now. Referee's looking at his watch.
Yes, he has been substituted there, Mike. There's 15 players on the field for Alligators.
Now that's going to make a difference.
Good catch. It's a good catch.
Samut kicked off. It was very, very nicely caught by the Sharks. And they
Taken
look as if they're
forward as
going to
well
win
into
it.
the
They took it
contact.
forward, yes.
Scrum half. Pass
The
out
tails
to
are up.
number
Here
3.
goes Andrew Gallia, and he goes. He's the
He's a
international.
very strong player, yes.
He's a strong player. He's
very
had a
strong
cap
player.
had a cap for Malta. He came up through the ranks. He's homegrown. His father's a butcher. They call him Butch. Butcher Gallia.
There's another little chip kick. It seems to be its trademark for the fly half, number 10. Needs to support inside. The person that passed the ball needs to support.
Moreno's there. Beautiful. That was a nice run by them.
Just overran the play
Beautiful
there,
run.
number 13.
Moreno just didn't have the legs, the speed to get there, but he was well tackled finally.
Sharks tackling the player, number 15, the fullback, into touch.
But the Sharks are way back down there on the try line again.
Penalty awarded to
To
Sharks.
Sharks.
When a penalty is awarded in rugby, the defensive team needs to go back 10 metres. If they're not back 10 metres, advantage can be given, and then if